Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Norbert Boko, your global family nutritionist. Today I want to talk about the blood pressure figures ranges. The blood pressure is always written in two figures. The numerator, which is the upper figure, then the denominator, which is the lower figure. In my other video where I talked about the hypertension signs and effects, which is the part 1, I gave ranges as 110 to 130 as the numerator or the systolic blood pressure, then uh, 75 to 85, which is the diastolic or the denominator figures. Those figures are the normal blood uh, pressure ranges or figures. And so the blood pressure is put into ranges. And so where you have a blood pressure of 110 to 130, that is the systolic blood pressure, the upper figures, divide by diastolic blood pressure, that's the lower figures, 75 to 85 millimeter mercury, indicates that your blood pressure is normal. Then if your blood pressure falls within 131 to 139, that is the systolic blood pressure, the upper figures, divided by 86 to 89, that is the diastolic blood pressure, the lower figure or the lower figures. It means that you are pre-hypertensive. But when your blood pressure falls within 140, 140 and above, systolic blood pressure, the upper figures, divided by 90 and above, that is a diastolic blood pressure. It means you are hypertensive. Remember, the blood pressure figures, the upper figures are always higher or bigger than the lower figures. The numerators are always bigger than the denominators, or the systolic blood pressures are always higher than the diastolic blood pressure figure. And so when you have this, you should know that you should know the category you fall into, and so you should take steps. If you are normal, you try to maintain. If you are pre-hypertensive, you try to reverse the figures so that you don't become hypertensive. And when you are hypertensive, you try to take steps to reverse your blood pressure so that you are not put on medications unnecessarily, which has a lot of side effects. And so you need to be able to take care of yourself very well and check your blood pressure to be sure of your blood pressure. And so we need to also ensure that anytime you are checking your blood pressure, it should not be taken once. Then you are either diagnosed prehypertensive or hypertensive or normal. It should be consistent. It should be taken consistently, at least 3 times or more, before you can either be diagnosed prehypertensive or hypertensive. Thank you. Follow me on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Subscribe and share with others. God bless you.